Welcome viewers. Who Defines Humanity? Chapter 10, The Trust Paradox, when the alternative faced the same question. Every healthcare revolution begins with a promise. GenderGP's promise was not merely treatment, it was trust. The organisation entered a healthcare environment where many patients believed they had been failed by existing pathways. Long waits, limited access, frustration, psychological distress. GenderGP offered an alternative. Faster, more accessible, more responsive, and for many patients that promise was compelling. The chronology now asks whether the promise and the public record continued to move together. By this point, the documentary has examined several independent strands. Patients describe recurring operational concerns. Professional regulators reached documented findings concerning aspects of the founder's medical practice. A High Court judgment examined GenderGP's role in proceedings involving a young person and recorded concerns relative to that case. And each strand is different, and each has its own scope. None by itself settles every question about the organisation, and together, however, they change the question. The issue is no longer whether GenderGP identified genuine shortcomings in existing healthcare. It clearly emerged in response to concerns that many people considered real. The issue is whether the alternative demonstrated a level of governance capable of sustaining the trust it sought to earn. And this is the paradox. An organisation created because patients questioned the trustworthiness of one system eventually found itself examining through questions about its own governance, accountability and clinical processes. And that does not erase the shortcomings of the systems it challenged, nor does it mean every patient experience was negative. What it does mean is that trust cannot rest on comparison alone. A healthcare provider is not established as trustworthy simply because another system is perceived to have failed. And it must demonstrate its own standards, its own safeguards, its own accountability, and its own willingness to withstand scrutiny. And that's where the chronology arrives. The documentary began by asking, should GenderGP be trusted? And after examining patient experience, regulatory findings and judicial scrutiny, the question has become more precise. What evidence justifies that trust? Well, that is the standard applied to every field of medicine, and it should not change because the subject is gender medicine. And the documentary has now reached the limit of what the public record alone can answer. One question remains. If healthcare regulation and the courts cannot finally answer the question of human identity, who can? In the final chapters, leave institutional governance and turn to a deeper inquiry, not into medicine, into authority.
Crank the AC to 79 and make a little island right here. And there ain't a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it, 'cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. Till the sun's up Monday, we'll tell our phones, do not disturb. I got my straw hat, babe. And you can finally pull the tags on your Tommy Bahama shirt. Blue crush up on the 85-inch sound machine. When we wanna hear the ocean, I think everything we need is right here. And there ain't a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it, 'cause paradise is wherever we make it. Paradise is wherever we make it. It's got everything I need. Yeah, the rooms, they're cheap. And if we don't want it, we don't ever, ever, ever have to leave. Yeah, there might not be a palm tree inside, but there's not a cloud in your blue eyes. If we need a drink, I'll be the bartender. I got a fifth of Patron and a blender. Baby, slipping on a swimsuit is overrated. We don't need a beach to get a half naked. Life's too short, let's not waste it, 'cause paradise is wherever we make it.